Hey everybody, Andy Stickel here. Listen, I was talking to a lawyer not too long ago. He's actually a client of mine, and basically one of the things that he was saying is he's tired of getting outbid, or basically he's losing clients to some of these, he's a criminal defense attorney, and he's losing clients to some of these lower priced firms where they'll do a DUI for $500 and different things like that, and they're really a volume based business. And one of the things I was explaining to him is that the problem that he's facing right now is he's commoditized himself, and the way that you get out of that struggle where price is maybe a stopping point for clients is you've got to figure out a way to decommoditize yourself, because there's no strategic advantage to being the second lowest price. You either have to be the absolute cheapest if you're gonna compete on price, or you have to be the most expensive. But the reality is that price is not a good thing to compete over. You really want to make sure that when you're competing, and that actually you're not competing anything, that you're not a commodity. You want to learn how to make an offer, and you want to learn how to make it so that when someone comes to you, they're hiring you because you're the authority and because they know that you're going to get the best service. So one of the things that lawyers don't really understand, and it's not taught anywhere in marketing, is how to actually create a great offer for your law firm. And to do this, I kind of want to demonstrate how to create an offer, and basically the difference between an offer and a commodity. So let me give you an example. There's a guy named Russell Brunson. He teaches this really great strategy where he talks about how he can sell an iPhone for $10,000. And everybody knows you can get an iPhone. It's a product, basically, whatever product you're selling. Typically, the problem with products is that you can get it anywhere. So if you want to buy an iPhone, you can get it from Verizon, you can get it from Apple, you can get it from Sprint, you can get it from T-Mobile, you can get it any number of places. And at that point, you're pretty much just going to go for the cheapest one. Whatever, you can look it up online, you can see, okay, Verizon's selling it for $7.99 and T-Mobile's got this deal and whatever it is. But that's really the only thing you can price, because you can compete. The only thing you can use, because it's the same thing. You can't really compete on anything else. So how would you take an iPhone and sell it for, I don't know, $10,000? So basically, here's how you would do it. You do that by creating a really, really good offer. So for example, if I was going to sell lawyers an iPhone for $10,000, the way that I would do it is I would create a really good offer. So here's my offer. First of all, and I'm not selling an iPhone, I'm just giving an example. So if I'm going to sell you an iPhone, the first thing you're going to get is you're going to get an iPhone. So an iPhone is going to have a retail value of $997, basically $1,000. So that's what everybody's offering. Now, what else can I offer that would make this awesome? Well, what if I took every training video that I've ever created and I put it on this iPhone, and I preloaded it in the video section? And you got to remember, I do lots of trainings, I do all kinds of stuff, I sell courses, I do all kinds of different trainings. So if I take every training that I've ever created and I put it on this iPhone, that's going to be a value of about $20,000. So let's preload all the training videos on the iPhone. Okay, so now we've got the iPhone, we've got the training videos, $20,000. Now, what else? What if I could install an app? It's called Voxer. It's basically like a walkie-talkie. And what the app does is anytime you have any question, all you have to do is you pull out your phone and you just talk into it like a walkie-talkie, and it connects directly to my iPhone. So any question that you have on anything to do with your marketing, all you have to do, pull out this app, hit the button, and that connects directly to my iPhone. You can answer any questions that you have, and I'll be able to get back to you right away, any question. So that's an app called Voxer, and that's pretty much what I charge clients for. I charge coaching clients for that exact same thing. So I'm also going to preload Voxer on there, and I'm going to give you unlimited access to me. So it's a direct link to me. You get to ask me any marketing question you want. Now, I charge clients $30,000 for that. So I'm also going to add onto this iPhone, I'm going to go into Safari, the web browser, and I'm going to bookmark the top 25 marketing vendors to get everything done. So if you need a graphic designer, if you need a chat box, if you need a web developer, if you need any of this stuff, I'm going to go to the browser, and I'm going to bookmark these for you. So all the research that I've done. So that's the value of about $2,000. Okay, so the last thing is I'm going to open up the calendar app and I'm going to put 12 appointments that are going to sync to your calendar and my calendar. And we're going to have 12 appointments where I'm going to be your chief marketing officer for the entire year. And that's another thing that I charge $60,000 a year per client for that. And basically what I do is I walk you through, and your team walk you through the entire marketing strategy completely custom to your phone or to your law firm. And that's going to be included on there also. So you're going to get 12 appointments for a year. And that's a total value of $60,000. So what's that total value? So you got 1,000, we got 2,000, so that's $3,000, $33,000, $35,000, $60,000. So what is that? $95,000. That's the total value of all these services that you're going to get. Total value of $95,000. And I'm going to sell you this entire package for one payment of $10,000. Now, if this is a real offer, it's not a real offer, but if this is a real offer, I guarantee you I would get people that would pay for this, for all of this access. So that's kind of the difference here. Basically what I've done is I've taken a product like an iPhone and I've created an offer that actually makes it so that there's value there. It's not just an iPhone. You can't go to AT&T and get all this stuff on an iPhone for any amount of money. So that's kind of the difference. And the way that I've been able to position myself so that people care about my training videos and they actually want to talk to me. And they're interested in the services that I provide, and they actually want to have me as their their chief marketing officer. The reason that I've been able to do that is because I've used social media effectively. And the way that I've done that is basically I've created so much goodwill with a lot of different attorneys out there. I've got hundreds of attorneys in my Facebook group. I've got thousands of attorneys on my actual email list. So because I've created this goodwill and I've created all this content and attorneys trust me, I'm able to basically sell an iPhone for $10,000 where there's all this value that not only can they not get anywhere else, but no one else can create an offer like this because I'm the authority in this type of thing. And if you know that, and a lot of attorneys know, if they want to market their law firm, they have to go with a package like this and they have to go with me. So you might be asking yourself, okay, but I'm not a marketer. I'm not selling an iPhone. How do I apply this to me? Okay, well, let's put this in terms of a personal injury attorney. Let me erase my offer here. Okay, so another thing that you can do if you're a personal injury attorney, the thing you have to realize is that, now I understand personal injury is probably going to be the hardest one because personal injury is contingency, and all law firms are going to be a little different because you're not going to be giving away access and giving away different products and training videos and different things like that. And a lot of what you do is probably similar to what other law firms do, but other law firms don't present it in a way that I'm going to show you how to present it. So for example, let's say you're a personal injury attorney. You need to be thinking, okay, well, I'm just a personal injury attorney. The only thing I can compete over is experience, because you're not going to lower your contingency fees. You're not going to lower all that kind of stuff. You can't give coupons. You can't give discounts. You can't do anything like that. So what you can do is you can start basically taking some of the services that you're going to provide anyway and start turning them into offers. So for example, let's say the first thing you're going to get if you hire me as your personal injury attorney, I'm not an attorney, but if you hire me as your personal injury attorney, the first thing you're going to get is you're going to get 100% personal attention. Now, again, I'm not going to assign it a value. I mean, you could assign it a value if you wanted to, but you could say that you could say something like, on average, I work on personal injury cases for 300 hours, and I charge $250 an hour. So you could assign that value if you wanted to, but that's something that a lot of people are going to get. But you're also going to get the attention of my entire staff. Now, in addition to the entire staff, you're probably going to have a lot of medical. You need to have you have medical concerns. You need to see doctors. You need to have all that stuff. Not choreographed, but organized. You know, a lot of times personal injury attorneys will send it to a chiropractor, to, you know, this doctor, that doctor, all that kind of stuff. So these are services that a lot of personal injury attorneys provide anyway. So why not give it a name? Why not say, if you hire our firm, we're going to give you a medical concierge. I don't know if I spelled concierge right there or not, but you know, that's another thing you can say. No other firm is going to be saying, oh, we're going to give you a medical concierge, and you can say, what we're going to do is we're going to, you know, put you in touch with all the doctors that we've worked with. We're going to, you know, make sure that you have your appointments on time. We're going to make sure that the payment arrangements are taken care of, because I know a lot of personal injury attorneys will actually work with doctors for, you know, payment arrangements for their clients. The other thing you're going to get is you're going to get our team of legal experts. So this is something that I think a lot of attorneys don't necessarily use to their full advantage, where basically you could say, look, I've been a trial lawyer for 25 years now. A big part of these cases, should they go to trial, is knowing not only which legal experts to use and which ones do great in jury trials and which ones juries love, but which ones to avoid as well. And I know exactly that I've put together the dream team of legal experts after 25 years of experience. That's what you're also going to get for us. You're also going to get all these resources, and what you can do is you can create different resource lists, and it's very easy to do. All you have to do is go on Google. I went on, I was working with another client, actually we have another client who does brain injuries, and all I did was I Googled brain injury resource list, and we put together this entire pamphlet of all of these different resources that can help, you know, help them with their injuries. So you could say, we're also going to give you, you know, the complete, our complete resource guide or something like that. You're going to get for free. The other thing you can say, and this is something that I think will really differentiate you from a lot of attorneys, is you can use Voxer. You can use that Voxer app that I talked about. You can also say, listen, if you hire our firm, if you retain our firm, we're also going to put an app on your phone that's going to link directly to an app on my phone. That way, if you have questions, it doesn't matter if it's 2 o'clock in the morning. All you have to do is pull out your phone, press a button, talk on it like it's a walkie-talkie, and it's going to show up right on my phone. Now, don't worry, you can turn the app off and you can basically make it so that you can be selective of when you're actually listening. But that's something, I mean, you know, they're going to be able to email or call anyway. But this is something that you can actually give them that, and you can actually say, listen, you're going to get this app called Voxer, and that's going to give you direct access directly to my cell phone. That's also a way that you can avoid giving clients your cell phone. It actually makes them sound, you know, it actually sounds kind of cool, where you could say, listen, it's an app that turns your phone into a walkie-talkie. If you have any questions whatsoever, all you have to do is hit Voxer, talk into the phone like it's a walkie-talkie, and it'll show up right on my phone. So, you know, you can do different things like that. And these are just, this is just an example that I came up with right before starting this video. But if you actually are in a consultation with a client and you say, listen, when you hire us, you're going to get the personal attention, you're going to get our full staff, you're going to get the medical concierge, where we're going to take care of all of your medical appointments. We're going to help out with the financial aspect of it, make sure that they know that because you're our client, you know, the financial stuff is going to be handled however it's going to be handled. You're going to get our team of experts, which has taken, you know, 20 years, 25 years of blood, sweat, and tears of trying cases and hiring different experts and firing this guy and hiring this guy and, you know, knowing who to hire and know who to bring in. You're going to get an entire list of resources which is going to help you with X, Y, and Z related to your case. You're also going to get the Voxer app. And basically what happens is, when you have that Voxer app, all you do is you pick up your phone, it's like a walkie-talkie, you hit the button and you're connected, and that message goes directly to my cell phone like a walkie-talkie, and I can hear it and I can respond in real time, or I can respond within, you know, 24 hours or whatever it happens to be. So if you take this type of approach, you know, and a lot of this stuff is stuff that all attorneys offer, you know, I mean, and there's probably more things that you can offer that I'm not even thinking about. You can offer, I don't know, I mean, if it's a really good case, maybe you can offer rides to and from their medical, what do you call it, their doctor's appointments, different things like that. You can offer to help them put together a guide to set up a GoFundMe campaign if they need help paying for their bills and need to help friends and family. You know, you can do all kinds of stuff like that. You just have to be a little bit creative, and you can do this for any practice area. Again, personal injury is probably the most difficult one. That's why I kind of always go with personal injury, because if I can make some of this stuff work with personal injury, it can work with all types of law firms. So hopefully that helps. Hopefully that kind of lets you understand the difference between a really solid offer that's put together, and how to maybe decommoditize yourself so that you're not having to compete on price. If you work out some of these things where you put together a really good offer, even if you're just listing out some of the things that you're going to do anyway, and you give it a unique name like medical concierge, and you just kind of look at things a little bit differently, then you'll have a lot of success and you'll really differentiate yourself from your competition. Now, one of the things that will really make this even better, especially the personal attention side right here, is if you take the time to establish yourself as an authority on social media. Now, the way to establish yourself on social media as an authority is to create high value content every single day, just like I do. You see me create content all the time. I create, I create at least 1 or 2 videos every single day. And it doesn't take a long time. It takes 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I think this video, I don't see a timer on here, but I think we're at like 10 minutes with this video. And this is way more in depth than what I normally do. I normally just pull out my phone and talk. I don't normally have a whiteboard set up and all that kind of stuff. So if you can create yourself as an authority, then this stuff becomes irresistible, especially the personal attention and the Voxer access. That type of stuff is invaluable. It's something they cannot get anywhere else. Maybe they'll get personal attention and Voxer access, which they won't give Voxer access to anyone else that's seen this video. And unless the other attorneys also on my email list and have seen this video. But the personal attention side of things, when you're the authority, you're going to make yourself, these offers just work really well. So let me know if you have any questions. Hopefully that clarifies everything. I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks.